And at times when I hear people saying, especially Nigerians say, come on Ghana. Yo, bro, let me tell you, when you find some egusi and some eba, you eat and you sit at your comfort zone. Don't think Ghana, don't see Ghana like that. No.
Yeah, of course.
If you don't know, go and ask that man. He will tell you. He was sweating. He's having heart problems. The guy that he was arrested was a Nigerian, an Igbo guy. And not that. In our universities, Hassan Ayariga got evidence from students that he presented to the national security. That is why the beef was between Hassan Ayariga and the Igbo king. Okay, let me tell you something.
Wait, sorry to cut you short. The evidence is got from the university. What was the evidence?
It was videos that the occultism and the evil thing that is going on in university. It is done by these Nigerians, the Igbo guys.
So let's say something happens in Ghana or something happens in Nigeria by Ghanaians. I'm using Ghana as a case study here, as an example. So when something happened in Nigeria and it is Ghanaians that did it, Nigerians don't come and start telling you.
You will not even know.
Yeah. You will not hear about it. Nigerians will not come and start telling you, this Ghana people, this is da. They are this, Ghana this, Ghana da. No, we don't do that. It is not that other nationalities are not committing crime in Nigeria. They are. If you go to our news channel, you see it. Chinese, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysians, all of them, they are in our forests roaming around looking for treasures and they are getting it. They are committing all kinds of crime. But we don't come out and start telling you they are this, they are that. We don't do that. Because maybe because we have a lot of problems, internal problems ourselves that we concentrate on. But it marvels me when a Nigerian does something in South Africa. South Africa
has to take straight bullets.
The entire South Africa population will come on. They will come on Nigerians. They will come on Nigerians that are not in. They will come on Nigerians that are in South Africa. Come on Nigerians that are not in South Africa that are living in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Come on Nigerians that are in UAE. Come on Nigerians that are in US. And the same thing is gradually spreading across Africa.
Yes,
we are not your problem.
Wow. So some group of Nigerians, or let me say 2 Ghanaians and Nigerians, have actually sat down, taking their time off. I quite understand that they are from Nigeria and Ghana, based in Dubai, UAE, United Arab Emirates, from what I understand. And video credit to the main host of this video we're about to react to, Vic Influencer, right? It's on YouTube. So they deliberated on a lot of things based on a particular subject, which is Nigeria must go, Ghana must go. Who started it first? And at the end of the day, are Nigerians actually the problem? Why are Nigerians targeted? So a lot of things were said and deliberated, but I would love us, first of all, as usual, to quickly delve into this video, at least where I think I can end it, without sentiment, emotions, and bias, as usual, if you know quite all right. And please, before anything else, let's quickly give this video for my sake. I took my time out to come out here, right? Courtesy electricity. Yes, to grace your timeline to bring out this for our own understanding, education, and as well entertainment, premium or nothing, quite all right. So like this video, share it, because I need more people or persons like you and I to see. Let's have these conversations for better headway and proper understanding and resolutions of the current issues or misunderstanding, misconception, whatever, between these both countries that is endless, Nigeria to Ghana and even South Africa and almost all countries. We'll get to it, right? But for the meantime, stay subscribed if you like it on here as well. Now, with all this being said, let's take a look at this video.
We are going to discuss about Ghana must go, Nigeria must go, where it started, and the common misunderstanding that we are having online. Nigeria and Ghana will have this natural love, but sometimes we also have banter that goes on the internet. But today we hope to educate a lot of people that don't know where our relationship and where our banter started, and also how we are trying to help each nations and the citizen of both nations grow in life. So I would like our regular guest to introduce himself to our audience.
Thank you very much for bringing me on board again. My name is Dixon Okezwe, sales officer by day, content creator by night. And today is going to be interesting because we'll break down all the, misconception and misunderstanding that is happening, the rivalry between Nigeria and Ghana. It's always Nigeria all the time.
Yeah, in case people are wondering, maybe some people will say that your face is always regular on my channel. So I'll break the nuggets right now. It's because your face always brings engagement.
Hey, yes. Mr. Engagement.
So if you go to my YouTube or my TikTok and check Mr. Dixon, you will see all his content has engagement. So my brother, can you introduce yourself to us?
I'm James from Ghana, popularly known as Son of God on all the social media platforms, TikTok, IG, Snapchat. Son of God. I'm from
Welcome
Ghana.
to Vic Influential.
Sure, I'm really honored. It's a pleasure to be here. And I'm thinking it's going to be more active and vibrant.
Yes.
It will spread out the truth for people to know that Ghana and Nigeria, we have something in common.
Yes. A lot
No
of things in
offenses.
common. Yeah.
No offenses.
Yes.
Regardless of every information you pour out here, just take it like that and let's move on. Such is life.
Some people sometimes try to use advantage of what is going on online. So yeah, some people will like to, put up some smoke unnecessarily.
Yeah.
So I hope people will learn from this thing.
Yeah. Sure. Sometimes, even if there is negative or positive, all of them they count. So it is what it is. And the media stuff, if you take it personal, it's your own problem.
Yes.
So it is what it is.
All right, my brother.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Richard Higoff on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook also. And my brother invited me to come and share my views on this topic. So thanks.
So your name is same across all the social platforms?
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Richard Higoff.
Yeah. So, and it's good that we are two today.
Okay.
So all of us will have a different opinion,
Opinion,
that will bring
sure.
value to today's conversation. Yeah. And the people that we are going to talk about, especially me as a Nigerian, I am here to defend Nigerian citizens because they are doing a lot. And they are doing a lot. They are talented. Nigerians are talented. You guys know that we are talented.
Okay.
But because of the crazy politics that goes on in our country, where dead brain keep leading us, it looks like Nigerians are not extremely talented. I am here to speak from the citizens'
Perspective.
yes, to show you, if you have the time to also research, everything that I'm going to say that we bring to Ghana has to do with the citizen and not our dumb leaders. So welcome to today's... I will start with you, my brother. Yeah, how should I address you?
Son of God.
Son of God.
Son of God.
Yeah.
So I will start with, a lot of people are talking about Nigeria must go, Nigeria must go. Like what is going on recently that has to do with the Nigerian king, Igbo king. Something I want to do with it.
Actually, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
No, I want to introduce it and ask my question.
Yeah.
Most people don't know where this thing started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, most people don't know. A lot of people that are going to watch this thing now, they will say Ghana must go. It was Nigeria that started it. Yeah, but without knowing that in Africa, it was Ghana that expelled Nigeria 2 times before the popular Ghana must go. So what do you have to say about this misinformation that has been there for a long time?
Actually, what you are saying that Ghana began to ask immigrants to move from the country, I'm surprised because when I checked, for the last time I checked, 17th of January 1983, that is the time Ghana encountered big famine in the country called the 83 hunger. So I think the then president called Shagari or something.
Shagari.
Shagari.
The
He
then president of Nigeria.
Nigeria. That was somewhere 1983, 17th January.
Yeah.
That is where Ghana must go. Basically, he was not focusing only on Ghanaians,
Yes.
but illegal immigrants.
Yes.
But over 2 million Ghanaians were asked to move out from Nigeria. Especially, I think when you read the context and you study it very well, and you listen to what people are saying, the president was targeting Ghanaians because that time, Ghanaian economy wasn't stable. So that time that you used to call Agege time, Ghana, when you go to Ghana and you see anybody come from Nigeria, they call, hey, he has been in Agege. Yeah. That time, that is where we begin to know that Nigerians are telling illegal immigrants, especially Ghanaians. That is where we get to get the Ghana must go.
Yeah.
Per what I know and per what as a kid, I learned and I heard from my elderly people. Right? I stand to be corrected. But this is the first time hearing that you are telling us here that Ghanaian begin to tell illegal immigrants to move out from their country.
Yeah.
This is the first time.
Yeah.
But per what I know, it started from Nigeria, which is the 1983, 17th January. That then president, Shagari, started it.
Okay.
Telling illegal immigrants to move. At that time, Nigerian economy was better. It was doing well. It was flourishing.
Child.
That time. That time.
Were you born then? First of
No,
all.
history is there.
Yeah, history is
history
there.
is there. So
Because
any-
I was not born in 1983. So
Yeah,
you are
so
saying Nigerian economy was
that-
better.
that is-
I have
no.
never experienced Nigerian economy that is better.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. We have studied not everything that we say or anything that we hear. We were not born at that very particular time, but history tell us, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is what I have learned. That from that time, that president, that because of the economy of Nigeria was flourishing, and you think that people are taking advantage of the economy. So then his citizens are suffering. So illegal immigrants supposed to move out from the country.
Okay, can I ask your brother if you do also have the same stand as him?
Okay, no.
Okay.
Okay, so from what you asked him, you said that it wasn't Nigeria who started it, and that is true. Ghana started it, and it always happens when things are not going well in the country, and people are complaining about jobs, and the government will say that foreigners are taking the jobs of locals, so he has to send people.
Undocumented migrants.
Yeah, he has to send some people out, and he did that. I think they passed the law, the Aliens Compliance Order, something like that, and he sent people out. So when the Nigeria own happened, the same thing, things weren't going well, and the government decided to send some immigrants out, and then but most of the majority of the people were Ghanaians.
Yes.
But the term Ghana must go came from that time, but the whole thing started when we sent people out here.
Can you confirm how many times Ghana did it before 1983?
Okay, for the from what I know, I only learned about one, but I don't know.
Can you remember the year?
Okay, I think 1960.
Okay, it was done first in 1954.
Okay.
Then second one, 1969.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's what's Kofi?
Kofi,
Your then Prime Minister.
Yeah. You see, what you are talking about. On a more serious note, it wasn't popular. And that time, can you check the number of Nigerians that were living in Ghana? You see, before a country or before a president will ask a group of people to move out from their country, it means they are exceeding the number that they are expecting. And I can say that time, maybe if we ask Nigerians to move out from our country, maybe that's why it's not famous for people to know. Even Ghanaian asked Nigerians, maybe it wasn't that serious as you people did. Because that time you people the president was very, very serious, telling Ghanaians to move out from the country.
He did not tell Ghanaians to go.
No,
undocumented
migrants. But over 2 million Ghanaian people.
It was not over 2 million. It was over 2 million illegal migrants. But Ghana was half of it.
Good. So if the numbers, they say majority carries the votes, right? So if Ghanaian numbers is higher, automatically, which people are you referring them to they move out from the country?
Yeah, but this is just once, right? If you calculate the 2 times Ghana did it to Nigeria, I'm not saying, we are just here to clear kind of the air.
Sure.
It was not that you guys keep sending us out, But according to the number you just said, if you calculate the number 2 times with Nigeria, it's more than 3 million.
That is what I'm saying. Before something will become more famous, it depends on the aggressiveness you will use to drive the people out of the country. For instance, what is going on in UAE here?
I thought it became more famous because of that bag.
Good, because that time Ghanaians were benefiting, working in Nigeria, and they brought out that bag. That bag was the only solution that Ghanaians can use to move out from the country. That is why it became so famous, right? So now, if let's say illegal immigrants should move out from the country, now let's say for instance in UAE, if they are driving illegal immigrants from the country, more times they say they are not giving African visa, they are not doing blah blah blah. In quote, people used to say Nigerians, but there are some other African countries that they have been banned, right? There are some African countries that have been banned that last year or last 2 years, they brought out 13 countries or 12 countries. But people forgot about the other countries and they were focusing only on Nigerians. So it depends on the numbers of illegal people that they are living and benefiting from the country that make the thing very famous. Okay. Because let's say, for instance, Nigerians are more than the numbers here. Yeah. That is why people used to say Nigerians. You get my point very clear. Yeah. So it depends on the number living in the country that particular time. That is why you said they tell Ghanaians tell Nigerians to move out from the country. It wasn't popular, it wasn't famous because it was all that serious. But your president was very serious, and you see me in a serious situation, and you are telling me to move out. Are you be in my shoes? Are you going to be happy?
Okay, I don't know how you see it, but it also counts, right?
No, it's not. That's what I ask you. Be in my shoes and be in that situation.
If that's the angle you're seeing it from, I'm saying it counts, okay, right? But I also want to remind you that even during that time, it was not smooth for Nigeria also.
Yeah.
Good. Every country will say their country is not. Even Americans are crying that their country is not.
No. Nigeria was going through recession. You can check it right
Okay,
now.
So that time that you are saying Ghanaian asked Nigerian to move, what was the current state of Ghana?
That's the same thing.
See, the thing
it was the same thing.
See, people came from Nigeria to Ghana for a reason. Maybe whatever problems they were having then, they moved from that side to Ghana for a reason. And then they were asked to go out and per his research twice. Okay. And then they also have a problem. And there's a reason why we also sent you guys home at that time. Maybe that's what I was saying, that whenever these things happen, they need to create some space for the locals to thrive. Then they bring outsiders in. That's the only reason why they send people out. Now, from what you were saying, that emotions, like you are saying, of course there will be emotions. Yours happened, probably those who were present by that time, people were having things going on for them, but they were asked to leave within a certain time. How do you think they will also feel? Everybody will feel emotions about these things. Yes, but like you were saying, this is time for us to let this thing go. And you were saying that we are the same. He was making point that how like we are not the same and all this thing. When we say we are the same, it's not biologically similar,
Africans.
But from our environment and from the way you look and the way I look, we are Africans. You can never say that you're a white man or you're an Asian. You can never say that. You only say you are an African. So that side, or per race, based on the words we've been using in the world, then we are all the same. You understand? But when it comes to individual, of course, even twins are different people by nature. So it's that's it.
Border and our document differences also.
Yeah. That you see, you can never be the same.
We can never be. Okay.
We can never.
Okay. He said that this is past, our past leaders, everything is gone right now. But that history is still following us till now.
Sure.
And that emotions is still following us till now.
I think Ghana must go supposed to be museum. That
So,
bag supposed to be
and this thing now brings us to our next question. What is going on in Ghana right now with the guy that wants to be king in Ghana?
Okay.
I want to ask, is it allowed by your law?
It's not allowed. There's only one king, according to Ghana's constitution. And that is the Otumfo Sage to the second.
Okay.
When we read the Chieftaincy Act, according to Ghana's constitution, there's only one king. There are other kings there. But per the Ghana constitution, the 1992 constitution, the Chieftaincy Act stated emphatically there's only one king.
in the whole Ghana.
In the whole Ghana.
It's not only one king. He has been chosen as the paramount king. You understand? There is always someone to head the group. If they are kings, they're supposed to be a leader, a paramount one to take in charge. Same like the UN, they have like that. So it's always like that because you cannot say there is only one king. You can never say that.
No, my question is because he's not a Nigerian, right?
Okay.
He's not a Ghanaian, right? I'm not asking about Ghana. I'm asking about Ghanaians.
Yeah.
I'm asking about, is it allowed for a foreigner to come and become a king in Ghana?
And I said no.
Okay.
It's no.
Is that person a king right now?
He's not a king. No, nobody knows him to be a king.
Okay.
It was self-acclaimed.
Okay.
Self-acclaimed.
He's not recognized
You know,
by
when you
anybody.
come, when you come to Ghana,
That means he's chasing clout.
when you come to Ghana, you can just sit down, especially when you go to the capital city of Ghana, that is Accra. You can just do something, project like a philanthropical work. They can give you a title, like
also
a
done
role
in
like a
Nigeria.
king. Yeah,
Chieftaincy title.
Yeah, it's not like let's say like
They will just try to recognize
to
you.
recognize you. So he was trying to take advantage of that title that they have given to him to call himself a king. You see, and this one is against the constitution of Ghana, and this is not even Ghana. You cannot do this in any country, any serious country. You can't do that.
Okay, but I need to ask you. He's from Nigeria.
I'm a Nigerian, yeah.
So is he a king in Nigeria?
No, he's not.
Okay, so I think you are the one supposed to answer that.
No, he just wanted to know Ghana if it's
I wanted
allowed.
to ask, right? My own thinking and my own understanding is, right, is like a straightforward stuff.
Okay.
A foreigner is not allowed to be king in Ghana.
No.
He's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if he proclaim himself king and is not allowed, it's also a straightforward stuff.
Yeah, that is why he was arrested by the BNI. They called him, they put him into cells, and he came out with, he confessed that he never said he's a king. You see, Ghana, there is a constitution in Ghana. And at times when I hear people saying, especially in Nigeria, say, come on Ghana. Yo, bro, let me tell you, when you find some egusi and some eba, you eat and you sit at your comfort zone, don't think Ghana, don't see Ghana like that. No.
Yeah, of course.
If you don't know, go and ask that man. He will tell you. He was sweating. He's having heart problems.
No, but another question is, it's not supposed to be a national issue.
Yes.
No.
Why was it a
Bro,
national issue?
bro,
telling you.
please.
Why was it a
It's
national
Don't-
because
don't-
there was an uprising of Nigeria must go.
No,
That was how it
that
became
thing,
a
that thing
national
that
issue.
you don't say it shouldn't be a national issue. No,
it's not supposed
if you
to
say
be.
that, you are getting the context wrong. Let me tell you why.
All right.
You cannot come to UAE here and come and call yourself Sheikh here.
If I call myself Sheikh here, this is Ariga, right?
Yeah.
This is
Good.
Ariga. Somebody from downtown will not know what happened here.
Good. Let me tell you what.
Just
Wait,
go with me.
bro.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
We respect every country's constitution. Let me tell you now. Let me tell you something. Have you asked the things that he was trying to do in the country? He was trying to acquire a land.
No.
Wait, hold on. Let me come. Let me land. If you have something, then you come in. You cannot come and tell people you want to acquire a land, build Igbo community.
And become a king.
You see, let me tell you something. Things that we think is not serious, by the time you realize it has gotten out of hand. And you know, this man was sitting at his comfort zone, boasting, talking, making noise. That no, Ghanaians, my wife is a Ghanaian, and my kids are Ghanaians. So he was trying to challenge the constitution and the people of Ghana, and which is not allowed.
But you can't say he's trying to challenge the constitution and the people of Ghana because he might not be aware of the constitution. It's possible that he's not aware. Not everybody.
He has been in the country for 30 years.
No. Let me tell you something. Yeah, let me tell you something that you need to know. Nigerians, yeah, we don't know our constitution.
That is you.
Exactly. So how do you? I'm going somewhere. How do you expect him that doesn't know his constitution?
Are you
to know your
an
constitution?
Emirati?
I'm not an Emirati.
But you know Emirati rules, right?
A few. I
A
can
few,
know.
good.
Yeah.
So you might know a few of our rules. Someone who has been in the country for more than a decade.
Say another thing, if you are anywhere and you say you don't
What
know
are you trying
the
to
law
tell
of
me?
that land is not an
What-
excuse.
what- Then what are you doing there?
No, wait.
It's not an excuse.
What he's saying is his assumption that maybe he might not know. But the thing is, if somebody wants to do something like that
Like
in
that, he
a
should know.
dictionary,
He
he
should
would
ask.
probably know.
Yes.
Yeah,
He would
he should
probably
ask.
It's
know.
not an
Yes.
excuse that he
Yeah.
does not
You
an
don't
excuse.
know.
You probably
If you don't know, you become
My
a
brother,
victim
see,
of the law.
I will give you an example of what happened in Nigeria. This is just an example,
Okay.
right? There was this supermarket that they built, they said a Chinese supermarket or something, and Nigerians were not allowed to go inside there.
How?
Yeah, this is just an example. Nigerians were not allowed to go inside there. So how Nigerians get to know that somebody went there to shop or something and he was chased out? And the security men in that shop are only Nigerians, but they deal only outside. Nigerians were not allowed to shop inside. It was only for
In the country, Nigeria?
Yeah, in Abuja, even the capital. so see, we get somebody took the picture, posted it, right story on
And
Twitter.
it went viral.
Yeah, it went viral, and the government took care of it, and that was it.
Good.
No, you see now,
Yeah.
and that was it. It was not a national issue.
You
Now,
see,
when government take care of it, it
let me
becomes a
tell you
national
something.
No.
You see, the reason
It's
why.
not how people are always disturbing.
yeah.
Now we are doing video.
No,
every
you see,
day,
you
week
see.
in, week out.
Yeah, true.
Bro, let me tell you something. The reason why this one became a national issue was that go online and check. The government was quiet over this issue.
Okay.
The certain government was quiet.
So if
Over this issue.
your government was quiet, it's not supposed to be issue
Nigerian
of
problem.
Nigeria.
No, if somebody, that time, do you know what was actually going on in Ghana? People were dying left, right, center.
Dying.
I'm telling you the gospel truth.
Okay.
Just recently, a young girl was killed. And those of them that they saw that incident, that guy was caught. He was a Nigerian.
Okay.
He was an Igbo guy.
Okay.
That call for this national demonstration. Okay. And when you go to our universities, all these criminalities, all this ritual that is from the Nigerians, the Igbos. Me, my uncle is an Igbo guy.
Your uncle.
Yes, Charles Zofa. He lives in, as I told you already. All the reason why this thing has become a national issue and we shouldn't take it for granted as a Ghanaians, if we don't take care, things will get out of hand like the Boko Haram have taken over Nigeria. And we don't want that thing to happen in the country, Ghana. That is why the citizens took it upon themselves that we need to fight for the government. Okay, now, this person has been talking, making noise all around. The whole BNI, the whole national security were quiet until Ghanaians stood on their toes to demonstrate. Before one man called Hassan Ayariga wrote to the national security. This man is calling himself a king, trying to create an empire in the country, and which the Chieftaincy Act, according to the 1992 Constitution, is against what this man is doing. And you people are quiet before they call him to come. You come and point very clear. Yeah. You see, the reason why we think certain things are normal and it's getting out of hand, there is no place that there is smoke, that there is no fire. So you cannot sit here and tell me we shouldn't make this a national issue. When you made it national, have you heard of this thing again? So have you heard of this Igbo king talking again?
So it's dead, right?
Finish.
When did it happen?
It's last month that it started happening.
Last month, yeah.
The man came out, did a press conference, apologized that wasn't the intent. He has issued a disclaimer. So now he is free to leave.
You understand? The person even came out. If he was really willing or serious about what he was doing, he would challenge it. But he said that wasn't even the intent. And from the video that we saw and what we learned, it was an old video.
This is why I asked, when did this happen?
You understand? It was an old video that was made a long time ago. But whoever brought it up or whatever conversation that brought the whole thing up, we need to be careful about some of these things as citizens, because you are going to react based on emotions and judge everybody based on the actions of one or two people.
Exactly.
But you have to understand that as you are in your country fighting people who are foreigners, there are people also in from your side, also on their side. What do you think will happen to them? So we as citizens, that's why we always have leaders to make decisions on our behalf. So when these things happen, there's no need to call for all these things, because in the end, you are going to do the demonstration. In the end, they will always have to come and sit down and talk about it. So why don't we go first to that point and rather waste time and do all these things? And most of the time, people who are not even directly involved in a thing get affected by it. Because if you come and based on emotions, you're saying that they should go, probably you want to take action against them by force. And if the person retaliates, you cannot call the person as a bad person.
No, bro.
Nobody's
bro,
going to
you
sit down for
see,
you
let me tell you something. We are Ghanaians. And regardless of we being Ghanaians, we need to call a spade a spade.
What is the spade then?
Let me tell you something. We can sit in a country and somebody move out from his country, causing atrocities in your country.
Like what? Like what?
You know
I set an example. That
I'll
a lady
make a
was
very
killed.
nice example.
A lady was killed. And the guy that he was arrested was a Nigerian, an Igbo guy. And not that. In our universities, Hassan Ayariga got evidence from students that he presented to the national security. That is why the beef was between Hassan Ayariga and the Igbo king. Okay, let me tell you something.
Wait, sorry to cut you short. The evidence is got from the university. What was the evidence?
It was videos that the occultism and the evil thing that is going on in the university. It is done by these Nigerians, the Igbo guys.
Okay, so the evidence has the name of the people that are doing it.
How? Let me tell you something. Okay, when a crime happens here, and they are going for Nigeria, do they have a list that they're going for that they are looking for you?
No.
No, answer my question first.
No.
Do they
wait,
call your name?
You didn't answer my question.
There is
I don't
evidence.
understand. I don't
I
understand.
said,
Let me ask my question. Hold on. I have a question. Wait, bro.
Listen to me.
Okay,
Hold on. No, let me.
chill.
I made that.
All right,
I made
all
that
right.
statement.
Okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
I am telling you, when an incident happened in UAE here, and they made mention of, this thing that happened is a Nigerian guy.
Who made the mention? That's the question I'm asking.
Okay, why is it that police always chase after Nigerians?
Police don't always chase after
after
Nigerians.
Nigerians.
Okay, that you and I, we are working in the same company. Even when a police officer come there And sometimes I used to play games. I say Nigerian. He can sit in the car, look at me like this, and nod his head.
No. It's see.
What is the reason why?
No. See,
When you say you're Nigerian, do they arrest you?
Hold on. Wait. Do you if you're talking to somebody and you mention your name or you mention nationality and the person sit back and do like this, what does it tell you?
I don't know.
Okay,
can be
you
anything.
pretend as if you don't know.
No, it's not pretense.
You pretend as if you don't know. You pretend as if you don't know.
Bro, wait.
I'm not
It is not
using my-
pretense. It is not pretense.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, different signs, different region.
Yeah.
In some countries, if you do like this, that means you are gay. You want to...
Yeah.
In some countries,
Yeah.
if you do like this, that means you are stopping a taxi. So
Yeah.
different signs. So the fact that he nods his head does not mean he is saying one thing or the other.
Yeah.
So my own question is, I am not saying that people are not committing crimes. I'm not saying, but how do you get to know that this person that committed this crime is a Nigerian? You have mentioned one, which I cannot argue, that a Nigerian, a guy killed a lady, and
He was caught.
when they
Yeah.
traced it, he's Nigerian. But the other ones that you are mentioning, I'm trying to know how you got to know that they are Nigerians. Do you have their names? Do you what can you use to say that they are Nigerians?
If you are working in a company, like for instance, let me cite an example. You are working with a group of people, and you know that this issue that happened, you know that this guy is an armed robber. This is the lifestyle that this guy is living.
How do you know?
And I have evidence. I have evidence.
Bro, if I don't have evidence, how can I give a video to someone and tell this that these people did? And when they went there, the issue is real.
Okay,
No.
let's
In
not-
the video,
What are you trying-
in the
no,
video,
don't try-
I
don't try-
just want
don't
to
try-
know how you get to know that they are
that's what I'm
Nigerians.
telling-
So in the
that's
video,
what-
on the
that's
guy's
what I'm
head,
telling
he's
you.
written
Son of
Nigeria.
God, wait. Do you have any question? You have already asked him your question?
Yeah, I've asked him, but
Do
he's
you
not
have
answering the
anything to
question.
contribute?
I want to
Wow, guys, just when I thought I've made it in life, electricity failed me. But regardless, we are back, and I believe we've watched this video at least to the point, like I said. And yes, if you want to see more to the end, do check the description for the video link or the channel's name, right? And now, based on all that has been said, I will not really touch on everything that's been said. Why? Because of time constraint. But I want to pick on 3 major points and facts that I think have been said here. First of all, let's not dwell on who did first say Nigeria or Ghana must go, but main point should be, why did both countries say at some point illegal foreigners, illegal immigrants should go for Nigeria and Ghana? I think at this point, every country have the right to do so. And if Ghana did, Nigeria did in the past, that is something that is on their right to do so, even before you and I, or most of us here, were born, or some of us witnessed it, and some of us did not witness it. But based on history, we can tell that, yes, it did happen. But I think that should not be our focus and center of conversation in this 21st century, even though we must always make reference to history, right? Good. So the point should be, what are the consequences and, challenges that comes with illegal immigration or illegal foreigners, or foreigners influx so cumbersome to the host countries, as the case may be. Let's pretend as if Nigeria is not in the picture. Let's just pretend this has to do with all countries. That is to tell you that it is left for a country to determine or decide how much foreigners they want in the country. What are the foreigners bringing in? What are they doing, especially illegal foreigners? And at the end of the day, keep to date every number or ratio of what seat foreigners in their country, right? Now, at the end of the day, if a country is bent or is taking this route, it is not for anyone or any country to say you are undoing us. At any point, any country can get up and say, for best known to our knowledge, understanding, all measures put in check, put in place, we do not want illegal foreigners in our country, and that should be respected. Let's not flog on that. And to think of the fact that it has happened for both countries in the past, that should not be the issue. Now, currently, in this present day and time, let's not pretend, right? Especially for the Ghanaian guy who was actually speaking maybe rationally in favor for Nigeria as foreigners in Ghana. That's the way I perceive him. That's my own opinion. Feel free to agree or disagree. I see him trying to be rational, but at some point, I see him losing it, because at the end of the day, as a patriotic citizen of your motherland, whether as a Nigerian or a Ghanaian, like the other Ghanaian rightly said, call a spade and state things factual and truthful, right? Without sentiment, emotions, and bias, because I saw emotions playing out in his own context, which is left for him, right? I'm not here to, criticize, but I'm pointing that out. But looking at what the other Ghanaian guy actually did say, will tell you that this is a patriotic Ghanaian, even though he is not in the country. He understands what is going on in his country, regardless of where he is, his current location, and he understands the consequences, the implications, the damage that are mostly carried out by illegal foreigners in his own country. Like some of the other part of the video cited from Nigeria saying, but other country citizens do come to Nigeria, commit crime, and at the end of the day, even Ghanaians, other country national, we don't label them, we don't drag them. It is because you are Nigerian and you are used to, living normally with abnormalities, right? Let's understand this. As a Nigerian, I can literally tell you that 99.9% of Nigerians have adapted to taking abnormalities, crimes, corruption as a norm or a new norm. Survivor of the fittest. If you can't beat them, you join them. Does not depict or mean that every other country should do same. Every other country of in fact actually have their own crime issues, challenges by their own indigenous, right? But they still have the right to say, we are dealing with our own indigenous. Do not come and add to us our own problem, our own crimes, our own challenges. Of course, if you are a foreigner, it is unacceptable. At some point, every country should have the ability, the courage to stand to say there are some abnormalities, there are some illegal, criminal actions going on in our country by anybody whatsoever. At the end of the day, they have the right to say, we want to put an end to this by any means whatsoever, exception to what? Violence, which I do not support. Just the same way South Africans will say illegal foreigners are a burden to them. Kenya and the rest of others as black countries, if we want to say we are blacks. Now, it is not accepted to say because we are blacks, every other country should come overboarding each other, especially Nigerians to other countries. Why? Because Nigeria is predominant in their numbers and in crime and criminal activities. Let's not lie. Let's call a spade a spade. Even though there are still other country citizens that are in other people's country, in one way or the other might be or definitely are committing crime, but it will never be likened or compared to that of Nigeria, because it seems or it is actually the new norm that it is what Nigerians mostly or most of them take out as their stock in trade, being what they practice way back at home. That's why it's as if it's like an attack or all eyes are on Nigerians, because at the end of the day, the more the number in population, the more the number in crime. The less the number in population, the less the number in crime, which is not supposed to be, because your numbers should not be an advantage for you to indulge in crime. Even way back home in Nigeria here, we know what we are dealing with. So exporting the crime to other people's country to the point that it becomes an issue to them. Evidently, we have seen cases upon cases of Ghanaians evidencing this, of Nigerians committing this crime. It is out there in the number. It is not hidden by Nigerians in Ghana, by Nigerians in South Africa, in the US, in the UK, in the Europe. Right? And it is high time we Nigerians begin to accept the fact that we have an issue, not that we are not the problem. We have our issues, and let's deal with our issues by ourselves within our domain, within our confinement, right? Other than exporting it out and thinking or feeling that it's okay for other countries or our host countries to accept it. Take it or leave it. We are whom we are. We are not the only nationals or the country in the continent of Africa, right? That we should be known and noted majorly or predominantly for nothing but crime. It should be a shame, a disgrace, and an embarrassment, to say the least, at this point. Because if Ghanaians, other African countries have enough proof to back up what they have against Nigerians as crime, you do not have the right as a Nigerian to shut them up or tell them how to react or not to react. Now, in summary of what it is for the said man that invented all these problems of Igbo, Nigeria must go in Ghana, does not still give us as Nigerians the right to stand on our grounds that we should tell Ghanaians how to react to certain, issues, movement, and activities of Nigerians in Ghana. Remember, Ghana is for Ghanaians. Nigeria is for Nigerians. If Nigerians have taken it upon themselves that they want to live with criminals, they don't want to flag out criminals because they know that they are in the same line and activities with such criminals from other countries. It's left for them. It is their own freaking business. Don't expect other countries to take things the way you take things, or react the way you react, or behave the way you behave. No, that's why we are different. We are unique. Ghanaians are in their own nature and in their own character and activity. You shouldn't expect them to react and behave like us. This does not change the fact that every country is a saint or every country is without crime. But why exporting your crime to them? Why going there for the sole purpose of disrespecting and breaking their laws, their rules? It's even a crime, a very terrible one for even in Nigeria to be caught committing crime. If a Ghanaian as well is caught in Nigeria committing crime, in fact, a Kenyan in South Africa, deal with them according to the law. Take your actions as Nigerians. They have not come to say if a Ghanaian commits any crime, you should let them be or let them go or they are sent. No, these are not what others are saying. But at the end of the day, Be responsible and accountable for your crimes, for your, bad behavior. Not just the same way you possess the energy of Nigerians or raising the bars for Nigerians who are representing in the positive. The same way you should be responsible and accountable for Nigerians as Nigerians who are misbehaving and committing or exporting these crimes to all this country. So the said man, if he was not, focused on by Honorable Yariga and all the Ghanaian youths, at the end of the day, all this watered down, uproar that has been there wouldn't have been. That's where the other Ghanaian was speaking from, right? If Nigeria, you are used to your crime and, taking criminals, keeping them within your domain, fine, so be it. Don't tell other people how to behave. Focus on yourself. That's my own understanding. And that's what I have as my own take. So putting all this together in this present day and time should not be always centered on who did first, who said go first, or who did not say go first. Because even in future, any leader from any country can say, we don't want illegal foreigners or we don't want Nigerians, just as it is happening even in US, UK. Currently, US is, getting more stricter and stricter, as well as Canada and the rest, on even illegal foreigners who are coming into their country. So are you going to tell them that because you are Nigerian, they are attacking you, they are jealous of you, they are envious of you because you are who? Jesus Christ or Deputy Jesus or semi-God or what? Why can't we Nigerians be very responsible, accountable? That will lead to the beginning of our change. Why can't we be responsible and accountable for once? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I might want to go on and on, but because of time constraint, I would love, to hold it up here. There are so many things like we've seen in this video that I cannot touch on, you've listened to. I would love you to drop your take, your opinion, your input constructively and respectfully down in the comments. I'm sorry once again, the electricity failed me in the process of this video, but I had to move on, right? So if you're not seeing me, I'm really sorry. Looking forward to seeing you again in my next episode. And if you watched up to now, I want to say thank you. Please keep on supporting this channel, coming back for more videos like this. Like this video if you find it quite interesting. Share this video. And if you like it on here, finally, stay subscribed by smashing on the subscription button. I still remain your one and only Chibik Inspirations, aka Victoria Chinyere. I will see you in the comment section. But for now, do have a lovely, a blessed, and a successful day out there. Ciao, ciao.